Hey everyone, this is Kara, and I am inspired to share some of my thoughts on what it means to be an empath and the journey of an empath. So, first of all, really all of us have the ability to be an empath, which means we all have the ability to feel other people's feelings and emotions. Definitely some people I would say are more sensitive, but it isn't necessarily like an exclusive party for empaths. I think a lot of people are empaths and might not realize it. How do you know you're an empath? You could be feeling really amazing and decide to go out to a restaurant, and as soon as you walk into the restaurant, you feel inundated, you feel dizzy, you feel disoriented, you feel ungrounded. This is a really good indication that you might be an empath, because all of a sudden you've walked into a new space and the collective energy from the room has sort of bombarded you, and you're left feeling a little bit shaken up or unstable. This could also happen in your home, where you could feel really great and then somebody comes home from work or school, or somebody comes over and then all of a sudden everything kind of like loses its footing. So this is what it means to be an empath, is that we're really sensitive to external energies and the atmosphere that is around us. And it takes, some really good self-awareness to get to the place where you can actually know what frequency you're carrying, and so that when you enter into a different environment, that you can easily do a little adjustment and then kind of come back to your center. It definitely takes practice, and it's something that is attainable, and it also is something that can be really challenging. And I was talking to a good friend of mine this week, and we were talking about this, and she just was sharing how much she's having a difficult time because all of the energies within the collective are so intense right now. And that is absolutely true. We're, have just entered July 2022. We have been inundated with so much, solar flares, flashes. The Schumann resonance is super high. And, when our planet receives more light, we receive more light. And as we receive more light as humans, then all of the things within us that might be dense or, heavy for us to process all comes to the surface for us to essentially let it go. And so when you're an empath and you are living in this time right now, it can be really challenging, because you're walking around and you're feeling like you're getting hit continuously with different energies, different emotions, different feelings, different sensations in the body, which can come in the physical body, the emotional, the mental, of course, the energetic body. And so we were talking about it, and, a lot of my, I would say, practice over the years has been to really be able to distinguish what is mine and what is not mine. And I've become decently okay at it, and able to, recognize when I'm, potentially picking up a different energy. Now, here's where it gets a little bit nuanced, or something that I think is maybe new for us to bring to the table where this is concerned. So a lot of my teachers before were like, establish what's yours and push the rest away. And so I was like, okay, no problem. So I can figure out where I am again, and I can go through a visualization, a breathing exercise, some energy movement, and push away whatever doesn't feel good, essentially. And, the more I think about that, the more I realize that this is, in a sense, creating a little bit of duality and separation of like yours, mine, good, bad, all of these things. So I had this idea and this thought, and maybe I'm late to the game, maybe y'all already are doing this and feel this, but what if when we are, entering a new environment and these things come in, what if we, rather than try to push them away or ignore them or avoid them, what if we decide just to sit with them and feel it? Recognizing that it isn't necessarily anything related to our own life experience. So it isn't because we've had a bad day, or someone's yelled at us, or, we've had an argument with a partner or a child. So, we know we're feeling pretty good, and then something happens, and then we're triggered and we have these feelings. So, in the past, it might have been, I need to get rid of this, I need to push it away. And what I'm suggesting now is, what if we don't try to push it away? What if we decide to feel it and neutralize it within? So by neutralizing, I mean that we actually pause whatever we're doing. We take a moment, we feel into where we're feeling it in our body. It could be anywhere in the body. So, take a moment, where are you feeling it? And then, spend a little bit of time in this spot, breathing into this spot. And then, because we all are mirrors for one another, this trigger for sure will have brought up a memory or a thought. You might be saying, oh, maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of this, So what we want to do is actually let go of the story. We don't want to get lost in a story of why or, who or when or any of these things. We do want to zoom out, and we want to just take a look at it and say, okay, I'm feeling angry right now. I wasn't feeling angry before, but I feel angry now. So rather than avoid that feeling or push it away or project it onto somebody else, I'm going to sit with this, because I have felt angry before, and I'm going to sit with that emotion, and I'm going to breathe into that emotion, and I'm going to sit with this emotion until I feel it moving through the body, maybe even releasing it into the earth, as a practice. And usually what happens is that when we actually allow these feelings to come in, they move so much faster. But if a feeling comes in and we're resisting it, then it's going to feel sticky. We're going to get really agitated and frustrated. We're going to feel tense in the body. So if we can let ourselves feel it, allow the natural flow of energy to come through, because really that's all that it is. It's energy, and we are energetic beings, so we are able to move energy. That's just what we can do. So we sit, we feel it, and we let it move, and we just observe it the whole time. And then as it starts to dissipate, we just lovingly let it go, and then tune back in with ourselves. And I believe that this practice could really help so many people, because if you're an empath, and if you're, even if you're a light worker, energy worker, and you are used to working with other people's energies and helping them transmute, then this is just kind of taking it another step further. So it's not necessarily in a session, it's just in your everyday life, and you're just allowing this energy to move through you. And as you clear this, you're clearing it for the collective. So as you're healing, you're sending this healing out as well. And, the more of us that can actually be this conduit for this beautiful light energy and allow this energy to flow through us and release it lovingly into the earth, or whatever your practice is. Some people put it in a balloon and send it up to the sky, whatever works for you. But, the reality is, the more of us that can do this practice and really help clear whatever density is coming through, whatever, uncomfortable emotions or negative beliefs that are coming up, let's just work them. Let's work them. Let's help clear them. Let's help clear them for the collective. And then let's fill our beautiful vessel up with beautiful golden light again, and just come back to who we really are and back into our center. That's an invitation. And I'd love to chat with anybody about it. If you want to comment or reach out, you might have a different perspective, and I'm totally open to hearing that. This is just something that has sort of started flowing through me lately, and feels like it could be a really beautiful service to step into, especially because there are so many of us that are able to do this. And I think that the more of us who actually step into this truth and this ability to transmute energy, we're really going to help a lot of people and the planet. And, as you heal, I heal. As I heal, you heal. So let's all be in this together, and, do our best to let go of, that's yours, I don't want that. You have negative energy, I don't want to be around you. That's low vibe, I don't want to be there. I think it's time for us to let go of the labeling and the duality and the separation, and just be willing to step into who we are, and then step into wherever we want to be, and help to harmonize that space and let go of the judgments of other people. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.